All right, we have our last match of the round of 8. Who do we got playing for us here?
That's right. We are going to get another look at our number 9 seed, Parker Anderson from Calgary, Alberta. He's going to be taking on our number 4 seed, Brandon Mansell from Portage La Prairie, Manitoba.
Yeah, Brandon had a great season. Played 4 events, made 3 of the cuts, ran deep in 2 of them. He had a great season, obviously, to make top 4 and get this bye into this last round.
That's right. Parker's coming off his win in the first round against Mark Johnstone, and he's going to be looking to keep that going here in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, for sure. Let's have a great match. All right, here we go. We got our last match of this round of 8. And Mr. Brandon Mansell, number 4 seed, playing Parker Anderson, our number 9 seed.
Each frame here is worth $100 in this round. Parker making his way into this match after beating Mark Johnstone in match number 1.
Yep. Great roll. Animated is Brandon Mansell, so we're going to get some fist pumps here. Great shot. So Brandon Mansell had a great season. He played 4 tournaments, made 3 cuts, but he ran deep in all of them. Made top 16 in autumn, made tied for 3rd at the Regina Classic and 5th at Heritage. And as we said before, Parker, he was champion at the Regina Classic.
That's right.
So first frame, first $100 goes to Brandon Mansell. I'm sure, hopefully, everybody that's watching this one has watched our earlier episodes, but every frame is worth 1 point. Also $100, and it's a race to 5.5 points in order to earn yourself the win to the next round.
That's right. Parker was super consistent in that first match against Mark Johnstone. Continued with lots of middle hits. We didn't really see him stray from that too much.
It's become his MO, I think, that's the guy that's going to be hitting the middle all the time.
If you want someone who's going to put the ball on middle in a pressure shot,
Yep.
Parker is one of the best at it.
Yeah. Not too much can go wrong with his game, which is obviously taking some time to build up and to where he's at now. Parker's been around for a while. He's been ups and downs, but he's been very solid, I would say, for the last couple seasons. So.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, like obviously this is the first time both these guys have been here. So under the lights, Parker succeeded against Mr. Johnstone, and Brandon gets to test his moxie.
Brandon's our last competitor that we're seeing hit the lanes today.
Yeah.
He was the last one that had a first round bye. So he's been sitting around for quite a while just watching some matches happen. And as a first timer to the tournament, that could work in his favor. It could also...
Yeah, it depends how much you feed into the waiting around.
Yeah. Almost got the kickback that we've seen a couple times on lane 13 to get that head pin to turn into a chop, but doesn't quite get it. Although if he cleans this up, this frame is a carryover. As we said, it is Brandon's first time. Oh, that's going to make it challenging for him to take this point over Parker.
Yeah.
As we were saying, it is his first time qualifying for the Tour Championships, but he does have quite an extensive resume. YBC National Gold in 2009 and 2010, Mixed Team Gold from the Open in 2017, Men's Bronze in 2023, Men's All-Star at the Open in 2014. He's got a Tournament Men's National Gold in 2016, Manitoba Singles Rep in 2017, and Free Fall Finale Champ.
Yeah, so that was
2013.
Before the WCBT started. Rossmere Lanes in Winnipeg started a tournament and ran it for a couple 2 or 3 seasons, and he was one of the guys that won. All right, so with him putting that strike up there, Parker has to throw a strike in order to match him and carry it over. We have a 1-1 tie so far.
almost aces, but gets that left corner pin to go.
Yeah.
So Brandon is going to take frame 3 and go up 2 frames to 1.
Early lead for Brandon. So far, we've had 2 of our
higher seeds in this round.
get through. So
great spare. These two, when we look at our 5-pin universe top 50 rankings, are super close. Brandon is number 27 with 252 points, and Parker is 28 with 240 points. So they're back-to-back in the top 50 rankings.
yeah.
Very evenly matched.
Yeah. And for them just to be breaking into the top 20 or top 30, that means a lot of their successes come lately, obviously. So
Parker just isn't able to get that strike to go.
still in the middle, just not finding the side.
Yeah. Just needs to get it a little bit more rotation on the ball. He throws that end over end 3-step delivery, but it's just falling a little bit flat. Making the spares, though, and forcing Brandon to be sharp on his game.
Yeah. We kind of, the last match there, we kind of compared like their personal highs, and these are super close too. Like, obviously Parker has the perfect game, but Brandon's got a 440, 1,033 to 1,031 for triples, 1,380 to 1,350 for the high fours. Like, they're very close in their personal highs.
Yeah.
So
even the high five, Brandon with 1,638 to Parker's 1,600 even.
Yeah. Even their high 10 is within
40.
Yeah.
30,
like,
yeah.
They are very closely matched in the rankings, very closely matched in the personal highs. Should be equally matched all the way.
I'm assuming when you look at this, Parker has listed that he had multiple YBC national experiences. Brandon had 2009, 2010 YC nationals. These two, Brandon born in 92, Parker born in 93, they probably have played together or against each other quite a bit in their youth careers. Now coming into that adult ranks and still finding each other on the lanes.
Yeah, exactly.
Corner spare for Brandon in 5. So Parker throwing a strike here is going to give him that frame.
All right.
A spare here will give us a carryover. So far in our first 7 matches, we've only had 13 carryover frames, which is an astoundingly low number.
Yes, that is.
Last year in Tour Championships, there was 31 carryovers, and this time we are at 13. Only 7 of those have been carryovers with strikes.
Yeah, which means that there's not a lot of strike throwing going on.
A spare here will give us another carryover, though. Oh, and he punches out the middle. So Brandon's going to go up 4 frames to 1.
Early lead for Brandon here.
It's a good position to be in when you have 5 frames to go, knowing you really only have to win 1.5 frames.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier for your goal target, right?
You don't have to win them all.
Not so daunting. Yeah.
Correct. And Brandon does have a little bit of an advantage in pinfall if it were to end in that 5-5 split. Parker, when he played Johnny, won 6 frames, earning himself $300. So he's added another $100 to that. Definitely looking to add some more. That was a much better shot.
Yeah, give me that one out of the hand.
Big strike in frame 6.
Just a little bit of miscue. Giving Parker that frame, so 4-2. Still has a bit of the edge. Brandon throws a slight backup.
Right into the pocket.
Yeah. That was the shot he was looking for.
Still gave up the frame, but definitely helped himself when it comes to pinfall, having that mark working.
They both love the Regina Classic as their favorite event.
Oh. The difference is Brandon's favorite center, Minnedosa Bowl.
Minnedosa, out of Winnipeg. Oh, no.
Not Winnipeg.
Not
out
Winnipeg.
Of Minnedosa, Manitoba.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense, yeah.
Head pin in 7 for Brandon. So this is opening the door for Parker to get back another one and get it within 1. Gets the one side.
All right, you want to make sure you get 15 here. We've seen plenty of frames lost by not getting those 15 sticks. Good clean. Good clean. Forcing Parker to get a mark here if he wants this frame.
Another great shot by Parker. So
Yeah.
he will take frame 7.
We're into a one frame game now. And he's climbing back in that pinfall. A lot of our games have been like that. One player gets up, seems like they have control of the pinfall, and then the frames flip, and then all of a sudden
That's right.
it's tight again.
Keeps it on the left side. Gets that turkey. Puts a lot of pressure on Brandon here.
Big triple. All right, Brandon's going to look for the strike to carry this over.
Misses to the side. Looks like he's just a little tense, trying to put it where he wants it instead of just trusting the shot.
Thinking he only needs a frame and a half. Yeah. Yeah, can't let your foot off the gas. Go, 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 right? Stay aggressive. Stay positive.
Gets the spare. Big for pinfall. Takes a look over to the scoreboard, seeing the, again, 4-4. Just needs one more frame plus pinfall, or 1.5 to win outright.
At this point, he's just saying, just win these last 2 frames. Let's not play
Leave
around
it up
anymore.
to that. Yeah.
Yeah, right there, right there.
Great shot.
He knew it right out of his hand.
That was the feel he wanted.
Yeah. It just looked a lot more smooth and in control than the last couple frames where it was just so tentative.
Yeah. It's always amazing to watch all these top players come from across Canada and how smooth everyone is.
He's got his whole family here watching. A couple
Cheering
of
him on.
daughters.
All right.
Parker punches in 9, so it's going to go up 5-4 for Brandon.
And pinfall is...
Pinfall is
So
extremely tight.
Hey, this is what everybody's here to watch.
That's right.
Let's have it, every game go down to the 10th frame. All the pressure. Oh.
Just about gets that spare.
That was a really good try.
And that would have been massive for pinfall.
Yeah. Great try by Parker. Make sure don't give this pin away. Take this one too.
You never know what can happen.
One, it keeps him. It would have kept him outside of a ball. Now he's inside of a ball. So.
All right. Parker looking to take control here in 10. He needs to win the frame. And he's going to need a little bit of help in pinfall.
All right. All you can do is win this frame first and then let everything else happen. You can't control what Brandon does anymore. Take your time. Gonna reset here.
Takes a second. He knows how important this frame is.
He pushed it.
And he gets the push on that one. It was definitely not a flush pocket shot, a little bit heavy, but had enough rotation on it that he was able to get those pins to fall. That's a big ball.
Yeah, that's massive. I think at this point he's probably going to need them all.
Oh, just thin.
All right.
Throws the chop.
Okay, lots of pressure. It forces Brandon to throw a mark.
Yeah, 30 here is big.
And make sure the spare here.
And he blows past.
Okay.
So 249 for Parker. Had 25 in the frame. So Brandon is going to have to throw a mark.
Big count, spare. Should be enough. Doesn't technically need the frame, but obviously 26 points. There.
That strike will do it.
Yep. Does need a little bit of count here, but he's still working on a strike. Doesn't need a middle hit anymore. Needs more than 10 in 2 balls to win the frame.
He's already got the pinfall.
Yep.
And he already had the 5 frames. So no matter what happens on this shot, Brandon will be moving on. Another one of our high seeds.
5-5, wins by 2.
Still wins pinfall.
Wow. Well, Parker gets a cool $500 for that. All right. 5-5 finish, 2 points. Brandon Mansell wins. Don't think it should have finished that way, but wow, that's a close finish for anybody.
Yeah, it really doesn't get much closer than that. Both of them put it all out there, but it came down to those final balls.
Yeah, amazing. But split for them. Parker gets $500 to go home with in that round, so that's pretty good for him.
In our next match, we have our number 3 qualifier, Derek Holm, taking on our number 6 qualifier, Matt Harms.